Greetings, hi, the WarOwl greets you. Cobblestone. Where does it fit in? The cornerstone of Valve's attempt at pushing new maps into the competitive map pool, and so far one of the most reviled competitive maps in the game. Well, it just had a major facelift. I hardly recognize the old gal. Though played in the majors and a map that has oftentimes determined the finals, Cobblestone has pretty much been completely redone amidst cries of disapproval from both professional players and the community. This comes on the heels of the revamp to DE Overpass, which saw an improvement to A site by making long A true long A. So what are the changes and how do they affect gameplay? The wide open long-ranged bomb sites have been reduced and terrorist spawns have been moved slightly closer. At bomb site B, we see the plant zone statue moved far forward and the entrance from B main turned into a long B. That comes out right at the bomb site. It's hard to say what this changes in the gameplay since it completely reinvents it. Terrorists can now get to bomb site B seemingly before the counter-terrorists with a huge wall of cover and the ability to flash over the top of it. It makes B rushes a viable strategy, though one that can be curtailed when CTs learn how to throw smokes, flashes, and nade stack and Molotovs, etc. Skyfall has been changed significantly as well. The entire passageway to Spiral has been removed, and the hallway leading up to it has been widened and simplified, making it much easier for terrorists to peek down there, much easier for terrorists to take the position, and it also makes it feel less awkward. We also found that with the pallet there, CTs can now boost up Skyfall. To me, gameplay here feels so much better as the angles make a bit more sense. You don't have to check so many spots at the same time from every entry point. There's no way you can hide in the back of the site now. It feels more like Counter-Strike now. The addition of the double doors to the entranceways to connector leaves a single point of entry instead of an awkward positioning to check certain angles, while there's 3 entry points into bomb site B total. This makes B-site takes easier for terrorists than previously, though if they are actually T-sided now is left to be determined. I think overall the map will continue to be CT-sided, but more balanced than previously, and definitely less confusing. One of the most startling changes is the removal of the sniper nest over middle. That's been there for so long it'll be strange to see Cobblestone without it. Engagements at the ladder entrance always felt awkward, but it did provide a sort of risk-reward scenario for counter-terrorists. Honestly, I don't think it'll be missed. I think it's been there for so long we don't know why it was there in the first place. It could have been just someone going, you know what would be cool? Let's put this thing up here. And players playing in the mid-courtyard still feel paranoid to oppers, though, who are playing inside of Water Room or at Long A. And I'm saying that as a good thing. I want you to feel paranoid. I'm behind you. They also removed a room from the T sniper nest, but in reality, I don't for the life of me understand why that thing is there in the first place. I see absolutely no point in it existing, except maybe for players saving weapons, trying to get a sneaky pick. I don't know, get rid of it. The cover in A site has been moved around significantly, and I do appreciate the shortening of the battlement area. To me, that spot always felt cheap. Just like the B site changes, the changes to A site make the angles feel more natural. They make cover feel more like actual cover. I can see these changes as a great improvement to the overall feel of the gameplay of this map. They didn't remove a number of the pixel walk positions, nor did they fix this hay area where you can just inexplicably walk up the side of it. It felt a little bit cheap because you can actually watch the entrance to Long A from here, and you pop up and down just by strafing. It's weird. I think these changes will greatly benefit the gameplay and remove the awkward long-range feel of the map to some extent. It's just fundamentally better designed this way. It also feels less hazy for some reason. They may have changed the fog on the map a bit, or it could also be that I'm finally sober. I think the map will work fine for the lower levels of gameplay as it is right now, but we have to consider that this map has been forced into the professional tournaments. In my opinion, I like the unified map pool. I like that Valve goes out there and say these are the active duty maps. However, I disagree on what maps belong in it, and I think some effort should be made to reach out to the community, or rather the tournament organizers and professional players, to determine what maps really belong in this group. Notably Cobblestone. I understand the attempt to make it work and improve a map over time to make it fit, but at this point it feels like Valve is trying to make a square peg fit in a round hole, and has succeeded in doing so by finally whittling down the corners, leaving a sharded mess of sawdust in its wake, and screaming at everybody around, "It fits! It fits, damn it!" Overall, I like the changes, but at this point it might be time to give the honor of competitiveness to another layout. I'm the WarOwl, and I still have no closer. CBPLE, that's the map for me.